Commissioner, right now, this is not a public trial of Senator Dino Malai. Right now, the questions being asked are concerning the interaction between the Inspector General of Police and the National Assembly. And I want to ask you, if you look at the beginning, the genesis of this whole thing, you've said here on this stage that the initial summons could not be granted because the Inspector General of Police was with the President in Bauchi.
Exactly.
That is what you said.
Yes.
The second one was because he was in Kaduna State with the GOC commanding in Kaduna over the massacre.
Very correct.
That's right. Now, after that, why is it now, on the third visit, when there's no apparent excuse or no apparent mission that the IG is on, you're now saying it's a personal issue?
You cannot say that. IG, as I speak with you, is in Kaduna. It's not in Abuja. But what I'm saying is that the Senate has already made it a personal issue. I want you to understand one singular fact, that official functions of the IG can be performed by the DIG or the Assistant Inspector General of Police. Those are official functions. So why are they insisting that it must be the IG to appear in person? What is personal about it? The facts are known to the DIG operations. The facts are known to all the DIGs. They are expected to brief the National Assembly. Why are they making it personal? Now, look at the issue. The issue now is that we must grow the democracy. The IG must be commended for trying to grow the democracy rather than declare him an enemy of democracy. He must be commended. That declaration is an attempt to tarnish his good work. No, but let me tell you why I'm saying the IG is growing democracy.
Okay.
Any citizen of this country who is aggrieved of any action has to approach the court. It is the rule of law that determines democracy, not the rule of persons. Not the rule of leadership of any organization. It's the rule of law. The Inspector General of Police says, yes, I have the power to delegate. If I have the power to delegate, why won't I exercise that power to delegate? He has approached the court. He posed 5 questions and 7 prayers for the court determination. The matter has been adjourned to 31st of this month for hearing. Again, I want you to understand that the Senator Dino Malai himself has approached court. The matter is adjourned to 11th of this month for hearing. If Senator Dino Malai has approached the court, the IG has gone to court, and the Senate rules, Order 53, Rule 5, say that any matter that is awaiting the decision of a court should not be mentioned before the National Assembly. That is the rule. I have it here.
Commissioner,
now, sorry again, I want you to understand.
Go ahead.
I listened to Misao speak at the floor of the National Assembly yesterday. One of his grievances was that IG came to the National Assembly with a lawyer. I have a lot of respect for the senators. I have a lot of respect for the National Assembly. They are respected people, very good people. But some of them, to a very large extent, do not even read their rules. The rules of the National Assembly, the Senate rules, what you are seeing here, during the investigative hearing, if anybody is invited for investigation purposes, he has the right to bring his lawyers to come with him, to guide him. Is there, I can read it for you. And he's agreed that IG came to the National Assembly with a lawyer. What is wrong with that? He doesn't read.
Let's not join issues. I want to ask you about this kind of growing perception around the Inspector General of Police that he is above the law.
No, it's not correct. It's not above the law. If it's above the law, he won't go to the court.
Let me land, please. Because what we have heard is he's had run-ins now with the governor of Benue State. He's had run-ins with the governor of River State. Even the president acknowledged publicly that he gave the IG an instruction that was disobeyed. So at what point do we begin to ask the question as to whether the Inspector General of Police feels that he's above instruction?
It is not correct. The IG is a man that respects due process. I do not want to comment on what you said the president said.
No, it was on air. We all saw it.
Comment on that.
Yes.
But I want to avert your mind to the fact that the IG did not disobey the president's instruction. The president directed the IG, go to the Benue State, and as somebody who respects the rule of law, due process, he went to Benue State. He visited several communities in Benue State. So when did the allegation come that I did not visit Benue State?
Did he not go to Nasarawa? Was that not widely acknowledged that he ended
What is wrong in going to Nasarawa? If he visits Benue State, for instance, and while in Benue State there is an information that similar incident is happening in Nasarawa State, is there anything wrong for him going to Nasarawa State? There's nothing wrong with that. The allegation was made that some of these people that are attacking Benue State are moving from Nasarawa State. So what is wrong in him going to Nasarawa State to also assess the security threat?
But you've spent a lot of time talking about the power of delegation. If the president has sent him to Benue, why couldn't he send a DIG to Nasarawa?
He went to the DIG. After like 4 or 5 days, he left the DIG there. That is also the power of delegation.
But
he exercised it.
Wouldn't the president, who had given the instruction to go to Benue, shouldn't he have been notified that he was diverting to Nasarawa?
Well, I said I do not want to comment on that, but I want to tell you that the IG stayed in Benue State for over 5 days, and when he was leaving, he left the DIG operations to handle up security matters there. That is the power of delegation, and he has to exercise it.
Okay, let's go back to the issue at hand. You know, what is the way forward now? The Inspector General of Police seems set that he is not going to appear before the National Assembly. Is it going to be a continuous kind of chase, or is it going to be a situation where he'll finally settle down and appear and get this over with once and for all?
You read on the dailies of newspapers today, you heard it yesterday, that the Senate has declared an IG an enemy of democracy. I don't even know who is an enemy of democracy. That declaration, we are going to challenge it. There was a similar incident in 2004 when the current governor of Kaduna State was declared unfit to hold an office. He approached the court. The court said, no, you are wrong. You can't do that. The Senate didn't challenge that decision. It's there. So we are going to challenge this decision. And again, the matter is in court. Until we withdraw that question, we withdraw the questions and prayers we ask the court to determine, when the IG has written them a letter, and the letters are all there on the dailies of today's paper, that these matters are in court. Respect the rules. That is democracy.
Okay, Commissioner, I want to just take you back to when we saw Maina Gate unfold, and there was so much controversy, and the National Assembly really opened up the issue with a public hearing. We saw the head of immigration. We saw the Attorney General of the Federation. We saw the head of basically all the institutions that were involved, even the head of the Civil Service of the Federation. The Minister of Finance, I believe, was also there. All the heads were there. There was no excuse made about the power of delegation at that point, even if they had the power to do so. What is the IG not wanting to confront in front of the National Assembly? That's ultimately the question.
You are not getting my point. I said IG has appeared before the National Assembly.
But not on this issue.
Why must he continue to appear before the National Assembly? Over 10 times from 2016 to date.
Commissioner,
must he continue to appear?
In fairness, we're all watching and we're all discerning people. If you say, for example now, that the IG is not going to appear because of personal issues, this is a big case, a very controversial case that borders on allegations of arms trafficking. It's a very serious case involving a senator.
The matter is in court. Are they going to decide whether he trafficked on arms or not in the National Assembly?
The
matter is before the court.
This is the thing.
Look at the letter they wrote to the IG.
The questions...
Look at the letter they wrote to the IG.
Commissioner.
In this letter, sorry, let me look at it. In the letter they wrote to the IG, they say meted on Senator Dino, they said, invitation to brief the Senate on the human treatment meted on Senator Dino Melaye over a matter that is pending before a court of competent jurisdiction. They acknowledge that the matter is in court. So are they going to decide the matter against the National Assembly?
Commissioner,
why wouldn't they allow the court to take a decision?